All right, good morning. It's morning time. I am working. I am trying to get these reviews. With this review out, this one single review is the hardest thing ever to get out. But I said if I don't do it now, I'm not going to do it. So here we go. I am doing Married at First Sight review. I'm not even sure what episode we're on, but it'll be in the description box below. I'm doing this from my workstation because if I don't, I'm just not going to do it. Okay, so but I have to talk about this episode because I have so much to say. Just probably like everybody else. I don't watch anybody else's reviews. I watch my own. But Paige and Chris, I'm just gonna start with them off tops, okay? Just because I have the most feelings about them. So let me just start off tops. Okay. From the last episode, I didn't do a review last week because what I did want, I just couldn't get it to upload for whatever reason. So I just said fuck it and it is what it is. But last week I had threw her through the bus. Like I was like, hit this bitch with a bus and just keep driving over her because I just was sick of Paige. Like I was everything she said. This episode is how I felt last episode. I felt that she didn't stay on her ground. She let Chris run over her completely, and she just did whatever. When she didn't speak her mind, and that used to drive me crazy. That drove me crazy these past couple of episodes. Like you don't even know this man from the time you married this man. You don't know him. Just for the sake of he's my husband, I have to deal with this stuff. I have to, accept this. No, you do not. From the moment you married him and he told you I just had a wife 7 months ago or 7 weeks ago or whatever, and you still agreed to that, I would have said, producers right here. I'm not playing this game. This man just was finna get married. And then he's on TV show. Sounds fishy to me. And then you're allowed to go on. You go on your honeymoon. It was like he was just hitting her with stuff just to see what to break her. Like, okay, I don't like you. Okay, that didn't work. Damn, but she still want to be with me. Okay, then I'm going to hit her with this one. Oh, my ex-fiance is pregnant. Oh, okay, that's her breaking point. Okay, now I can get out of this. And now we do a goddamn sit down. With some bull crap. And I was like, how and why the fuck are you even sitting down with these two people? Why? What good is this going to come out at all? What is this going to benefit? So in the back of my mind, I'm like, this has to be like a production thing. The production is saying this is your end all be all. Y'all have to sit down, blah, 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 blah. Because it makes no fucking sense in the real world that you decide to sit down. Your husband tells you, I want you to sit down with I'm leaving you for my ex-fiance who's pregnant now. Like, and we're going to sit down like we're finna kumbaya. And he's delusional. This man disgusts me before I even get on her. But I said it to say, I am proud of her from this episode. Because last episode I was through with her. Like I was just through. Because she said all that stuff. Fuck him. He want me to, he want to go back to his fiance. And then he came and said some sweet nothings to her. And then boom, she like, oh my feelings again. Oh, I don't know what to do. Bitch, you was just, I don't want to be with him. And now he just said a little sweet shit to you. And now you don't know what to do. So I was literally done last episode. So when they had to sit down, I was like, I cannot even believe this bullshit is happening. Like real talk. I was just like, I cannot believe this bullshit is happening. But I gotta say, shout out to Paige. I don't know your last name, but shout out to you because you handled your business. Much respect to you because you carried yourself like a lady. Like respect. You said everything that you needed to say so respectfully, so eloquently. You got your point across without being offensive, defensive, any of that. You directed it to the lady to let her know what it was. But you was talking about his bitch ass. And then when he said something real smart, you was like, well, you did. Well, you. Like, she was not afraid to sit down and face them both like a boss bitch that she was. And I have to fucking tip my hat to you, queen, because you fucking rocked that shit. Because if it was me, I would have been fighting the bitch. Like, straight up. Like, I would have straight been fighting up in there. Because I don't have that kind of tact because at some point I would have been like, bitch, fuck you. It would have went completely left at some point, like completely left. So you handled yourself like the shit. I mean, like the shit. Okay. Now this punk, like, he just is awful. Like, what the, like, who is he? And he is awful. This man have, like, took her through the ringer for weeks. You marry somebody who you don't even find attractive. You have sex with them because you feel that that's going to bring back some closeness. Then you drop a bomb and say, I was married. I was finna get married. And then she's pregnant. And now I'm still in love. And I want to raise my kid with the mother of my child. You're awful. He is scum. Like, he is so trash. Like, that girl deserves him. Like, she deserves him. If that is your nigga, you better stand by that trash, because he is garbage. He's garbage. And he's so narcissistic. Like, he's so arrogant and narcissistic. I don't get it. Like, he have the nerves to be disrespectful to the pastor, because the pastor don't agree with you. All he look for is yes men. That's all he look for. Is yes men. Somebody who is saying yes to him, agree to his every word. Anybody disagree with him or dislike him? Oh, how dare you? He's so arrogant and narcissistic. It's ridiculous. And he gonna have the nerve to say in the confessional, this isn't going like I planned. This isn't, whatever, because Paige is here throwing daggers. What else the fuck you think she should have done? I would have been throwing a chair at your motherfucking ass. Because you're disrespectful. You're disgusting. You are a piece of garbage. And you can tell those two, in my mind, this is a theory. In my mind, what happened with this situation, those two were in cahoots. Him and his baby mama, girlfriend, whoever. They were in cahoots. Yep, but they chose the wrong show to be in cahoots with, because this is a marriage. So they was in cahoots. Because this fool, what I think happened behind the scenes, because he was still talking to his ex-girlfriend. He put that out front. And then 7 weeks prior to the show, they was just having sex 7 weeks ago. So she's pregnant, right? And then all of a sudden, during the process, he gets married and everything. He's happy, and shit just start happening. Just boom, 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 boom. So what I believe happened was, old girl she wasn't for it anymore, because she realized this is actually a marriage. You actually have to go through this process with another woman. I thought I would be able to handle it, but I can't. So let me end this before it get any further, before you get in too deep with whoever this person is. I'm finna end this. I'm going to say whatever I got to say. I'm pregnant, or, I'm still in love with you, or if you want to be with me, you finna end this marriage now. He like, well, this supposed to help my career. I'm going to fuck, end this shit right now. And he found his way out to end this shit. He found a way out. He said whatever he needed to say to end this relationship and marriage. And my other theory is, if she was cuter, like, because no offense to Paige, no offense to her, but, on the Richter scale, she may be like a 4, in my opinion. She's not very physically face attractive. And that's just being honest. She's a beautiful girl, but she's not the best looking girl. She's not ugly, but she's not the best looking girl. So if by chance she was prettier, more exotic, like his girlfriend, would have continued on with the relationship? Would he would have fought hard to be with the other chick? So while they were sitting down, and once again I have to give a shout out to Paige, because she handled that situation well. She first started off like, I don't got much to say, but had plenty to say. And then she just said it so eloquently. You got to love Paige after this. You have to respect her after this. Like, and you could tell who he was with. That's why I think the theory is what it was. It was in cahoots, and it didn't go like she planned. She had a realization, during the process when it all started. Oh man, he really did get married. Oh shoot, they gotta live together. Oh shoot, they going on a honeymoon. He could fall for this girl. Oh, let me sabotage this and let me sabotage this, and now. And he went running back. Because he didn't want to lose his chick. And they came in united front. Like, they came in together. Yeah. Stupid cause. So, yes. So, he is just... So, you could tell... I love what Paige was like. What did she say? Like, I could have been pregnant too. And, oh, did you see how fast she hit that neck? Like, excuse me? See, this is what she was trying to avoid. She was right there. She was trying to avoid that. Them getting intimately close. That right there is what she was trying to avoid, because she just found out that she had just been cheated on. And she didn't like that. So that's what she was trying to avoid. Any closeness between them. He knew he was in trouble the moment she said that shit. Oh, you fucked that bitch? Wait till we leave up out of here, honey. I'm trying to get this video, at least this part, done before I get another call. But yes, so yeah, you saw how she snapped her neck, honey. But I love how Paige kept it cool, and he couldn't take it no more, so he did what he always do with everybody else, try to shut him down, leave, because he don't like it. He's just a clown. And if she want to be with his clown ass, you go ahead, girl, and you be with his clown ass, because he's a clown and you deserve him. And he's what he looks like, who he is shown and blasted all over the damn national TV. And I'm like, so that's who you want to marry? Good luck, girl. Good luck. But Paige, shout out to you, because you the boss, you the bomb. And they better give you an alternative guy or something. They deserve to do this with you again, with somebody who actually wants to be with you, because what they pulled, the Lifetime should be ashamed, because this here should have never happened. Like, this is awful. So I apologize, Paige. I feel sorry for Paige, and she had to experience it. She was absolutely right. She was robbed from her experience. Why? Because Lifetime did not do what they were supposed to do. So I feel bad for Paige. I literally been recording the opposite way, so this video for about 10-15 minutes is gonna be like that little box is gonna be right there. But you know what? Fuck it. And so. Yeah, so I'm finally done with Paige and Chris. I hope that we never see him again for the rest of the season. I hope they are done with those two. I would love to see Paige and what they do with her, but him, I hope they never utter his name for the rest of the season. Okay, finally, we moving on to another couple. Okay. I'll do, what is the couple here? This couple here is Virginia and Eric. Okay, so Virginia and Eric, I don't dislike this couple, but I don't dislike this couple. They have issues. They have they have little problems, and their major problem is age difference. She said he was 12 years older than her or something, 8 years older than her. She was 24. So he's not that, he's grown. He's in his 30s, but the age difference is playing a big factor. Like, he wanted, because he's been married before, he wanted somebody more like marriage minded, who's already been there, done that, so already know what to expect in a marriage. But you wanted to be married so bad that you decided to get married to somebody who was younger than you and agreed to that. So that is a cross that you have to bear. That is something that you have to take. And he wants to change her so bad and be, what he wants her to be. And that's not who she is. Like, so if he can relax on that and try to allow Virginia to be who she is, because she's not gonna change for you, buddy. So this is who she is. This is what she likes to do. This is what she likes to be. She likes to be around friends. She's a very social butterfly. You can't take that from her, because that's not who you are. You're the old guy who dating a young girl. So back to the review. Hopefully I can get through this. This couple. So as I was saying with Virginia and Frank, yeah, so that's just the kind of like the what he got to deal with, pretty much. Like that's what he got to deal with. He decided to marry someone and agreed to marry somebody who was way younger than him, and she's not what he used to. But that is also a good thing. If you look in this way, it's a good thing. Like you're the old guy married to a young girl. It's like the old guy dealing with the hot girl. She makes you younger. She don't have to be this old boring ass housewife that you want. Like that's not who she is. She's fun. So if he loosened the reins and let her be who she is, he might actually enjoy that she's young and fun. She can enjoy that he's old and he's safe. And he has to let her be who she is, and that is young and fun. Because that's who he married. And it'll get him to be more exciting. He don't have to be the Stepford husband that comes home and it just be him and his wife cooks in the kitchen. That's what in his mind, that's what he wants. If that's what he wants, you need to marry somebody who's either been married before or way older than 24. But this is a good thing. If he look at it in that way, it's not like detriment. But when I tell you that when her friend, when they had a little get together and the friend pulled him to the porch, I was like, this is go one or two ways. This is gonna go really bad or this is gonna go really good. And turns out it was really good though. But it was just like you saw that they are a family. You saw that their closeness, and I get that. But at the same time, if she would have gave any one of them guys an opportunity to smash, they would have, because they are still guys at the end of the day. And Eric still does have a reason to be concerned, whether or not whatever, that he still have a reason to be concerned, especially to the guy that he was talking to, because he's a beautiful guy, and leaving Virginia and him get drunk and one night they can definitely smash, you know what I mean? So, but for the sake of it, I'm going to say this is I give it a little bit more than 50%. I will give it like 65. These two may last past the show. 65. If he loosen the reins, and she matures throughout the season and realize, that yes, I am married, but I am still who I am, but I am married, and they learn how to compromise. A little counseling probably will work for these two. Like that's what I think. If they went to counseling, like, and help them see each other in counseling, I think it'll help. Like I think it would. So I give them like 65% of lasting. Moving on to Brian and Vincent. Brianna and Vincent, these two is another couple that I like. So I also think that they're going to last as well past the show. I think most of these couples actually may last, except Paige and Chris. I think everybody here isn't one in particular that I would be like, this just isn't going to last. I see all of them having certain issues, but I don't see anybody in particular not lasting. So like Brianna and Chris, Brianna and Vincent, like I love Brianna. Like I just love her. I don't have anything really bad to say about her at all. Like I don't. It's Vincent. Vincent, I don't dislike Vincent. I think he's a good guy. I just think, he let words define his relationship. So as soon as the family told him that she was bossy, he let that run in his head. Like, right, so back to what I was saying about Virginia and Eric. Okay, so Virginia and Eric, I think I was on Brianna and Vincent, wasn't it? Yeah, I think I was on Brianna and Vincent. Okay, so Brianna and Vincent, I am on break, guys, so I can get this done. Brianna and Vincent, so with Vincent, like I think he took at the beginning what the family said, that he was all like he was too stuck on what the family said, and he just didn't let it go after that. Like he just didn't let it go. So everything she said, it was just like, he took offense to it. She's too bossy. She's too this. She's too that. I liked his friend when they were at the lunch, and the friend was like, Well, what did she actually do? Because that's me. That's how I think. That's how logically I think. I'm like, so he like, well, what did she do with it? He's like, well, she said she didn't get paper towels and stuff, and helped me clean it up, and she called me something, so I took offense to that. He was like, so what made you want to actually walk out? He was like, because of what she said. And he was like, yeah, I just big on respect. He was like, well, how didn't she disrespect you? He was like, because she didn't like do what I wanted her to do. Once again, these men want they want everything done the way they want it done. Like, we're not robots, sir. We're not going to do everything how you would do it, because you're walking around trying to be Mr. Perfect, and you're not Mr. Perfect, obviously, because you like to run and hide every time something goes wrong or not your way, or you like to have a little tantrum. Obviously, you're not Mr. Perfect. So you're trying to expect her to be this perfect wife, and she's perfect enough. I'm like, so, yes, she have a smart mouth, and you can't stop her from being that. He was like, I like to be more gentle than with your wife. Well, continue to be gentle. Like, she don't have to be that way. I'm not gentle. My husband is, though. He's gentle with me. I'm gentle with him during times, but I'm just not naturally a gentle, soft individual person. I'm more business-minded. I'm more direct. I'm more all these things like that. He softens me when we do certain things, but I'm not naturally soft and like to cuddle and all that other kind of stuff. But he is. Like, he likes to cater and stuff and all that stuff, and that's great. Let him do him and let her be her. You know what I mean? It's not the worst thing in the world that she's not, the softie that you want her to be. It's not the worst thing in the world. Accept her for who she is, sir. And stop being a pansy. To me, he was just being a soft-ass pansy. For the last couple of episodes, he's been a soft-ass pansy. Like, boy. So she did what she's supposed to do. She had the family over. The family loves her. I think she's a great wife for him. He just needs to grow up some. Like, stop being a pansy. Okay, next couple. Haley and Jacob. Another couple. I don't dislike this couple because I personally like him. Like, I don't dislike her, but I like him. Like, she is stuck on his physical, not his physical traits, because he's not an ugly guy. It's just she's stuck on certain traits of his that she think is probably like corny or kooky or whatever, and it's not her cup of tea. And that's okay. Like, that's another thing that's okay. He don't have to be the cookie cutter guy that you actually is used to dating. Like, he's not obviously that. Accept the person who you're married to for who they are, and stop trying to change them because they're not exactly what you want. You know what I mean? That's what's happening with like all these couples. They're taking something from each, they're taking something, and that one thing is just like affecting their whole thing. Like, that's once again, like me and my husband, we're completely opposite. He is the corniest guy to me. He listens to the most horrible music to me. The way he dressed is awful. I'm like, but there's a lot of other things behind that. Like, he has a lazy eye. His glasses annoy me. Like, there's so many things about my husband that is awful. But behind all that, there's a gem, because I wouldn't have married him. You know what I mean? There was so many more things than what these little things that I think is awful or is corny or, whatever. He have a lot of good attributes, and I think that's how it is for her husband. For her husband. I think it's Jacob. I said Jacob and Haley. For Jacob, I think, yes, he's corny. He's stuck in the 70s. He wore his watch backwards, whatever. Give him an opportunity to shine. Let her see who he really is. Once you see that, underneath all that weirdness, he can be an awesome guy. And he's there. What they need to do is like get into each other's worlds, because his worlds is sounding like he like to do camping and throw knives and stuff like that. He like to do very dangerous stuff, and she's like, do I look like the person who does that kind of stuff? So if she's a little bit more open to investing in him, getting to know who he is, and stop judging him because he's not what she technically wants or prefers or whatever. Like, get to know your partner. These couples is driving me crazy with it. Especially Haley, and I don't know if they'll last because of her. But if she stopped being so judgmental, even though she's not like coming off as outright being judgmental, her attitude is being so judgmental. Like, It just is. She's just coming off as judgmental. And if she stopped that and get a handle on that, even though her friend was logical and said what she needed to say, the friends is so logical. And they're not comprehending what the friends are saying. The friends sat her down at lunch and said the same thing. You need to freaking... It's two people hearts on the line. It's not just about you. You signed up for this. It's not a guarantee that you're going to get somebody who, you're a perfect guy, who's going to sweep you off your feet. It's not like that. It hasn't been that for many seasons. Last year was the first season that there was success. You know what I mean? That there was real success in couples. That haven't happened in about 20 seasons. Or however long this show been on. 12. And last year was the first year that actually happened. I'm like, so it's not a guarantee that you're going to find somebody who's going to sweep you off of your feet and you're going to be happily in love. I'm like, but you have somebody who is a good man, give it a chance. Work through the issues that you're having if there is a real issue. Because she was like, the only thing that I'm hearing that he can't dress. What is the real issue? The real issue is I just don't like him. So if she don't like him, she don't like her. You know what I mean? You can't make her like him. If there's nothing about him that she likes, she don't like him, she don't like him. She giving an effort to, go through the process with him. But at some point, she's going to have to be honest with herself and be like, I just don't like him. You know what I mean? Like, I tried. It's not in me. I just don't like him. I just don't like him. So I don't hate this couple. I don't know if they're going to last past decision day. I don't think this may be one of the couples who may not last past decision day. Probably one of the only couples, because it's her. It's not him. It's her. And I just don't feel that she likes him like that. And that's okay. But hey, next couple. Clara and Ryan. Okay, so this couple started off hot and heavy. They started off so good. I had high hopes for them. Race is never an issue for me. I don't care about anybody's color, what they look like, who they date. That's their business. My sister only date white men. My brother only date white women. So the color doesn't really matter to me, not even a little bit. So this interracial couple, I don't even think we've ever had that on Married at First Sight, an interracial couple. But it was a good sight to see. That's real life. There is interracial couple. It's not always white and white and black and black. It's all type of couples in the world. So that was the first couple that I actually seen that I was actually proud to say, that's a really beautiful couple, And then they started off so hot and heavy, like they was going to be like, that they was going to actually work. And then all of a sudden they didn't just hit this dry spell. And this episode kind of surprised me for her to be like, we haven't even had sex yet. I was like, whoa, I didn't expect that at all. I was like, wow, they ain't had sex. Oh my God, that really shocked me, like completely. But I don't know what's wrong with old boy. I heard that I'm hoping he's not gonna be like another one, like last season with the dorky guy and the flight attendant girl. And he just kind of strings her along up until the end of the whole situation, and to hit her with the I don't like you, like I'm just not interested in you type of thing. I'm hoping it's not gonna be one of those situations, because she's not an ugly girl. She's a beautiful girl. But I'm getting earth sign vibe from him. I just am, but I'm getting something else. I'm not exactly sure what I'm getting from him, but I'm definitely getting earth sign from him. And so I'm feeling Capricorn vibe, and I could be totally all wrong, but I feel earth sign. Just like his traits of he don't like to be around a lot of people. That's a Capricorn vibe. And he likes to take things slow. That's a Capricorn vibe. And he don't like to rush into things. That's a Capricorn vibe. I'm like, so I'm feeling Capricorn vibe from him, but it could be Virgo, it could be Taurus. I don't think it's a Taurus though. It could be, it's Virgo or Capricorn or something else. I'm feeling it. But it's, when a Capricorn get with a more outgoing individual, it helps the Capricorn come out of her shell, because I've never dated a Leo, but I would love to date a Leo. Well, in the past, I would have loved to date a Leo, because I think I would have really had a great relationship with a Leo, because I get along with Leos so much, right? Because I think they're just awesome individuals in general, and I think they are just fun to be around, and I just find Leos very intriguing. So if I actually dated a Leo, I think we would have a great relationship, and just have so much fun together. So it's good to have somebody who is more outgoing than you, if you are a Capricorn, if he is one, to bring you out of your shell. And I think that's she's going to have to work a little bit harder to get him out of his shell. Now the sex thing is surprising because Capricorns are freaks. So that part, it threw me, because I'm like, you don't find your wife attractive? I'm shocked, because she is attractive and you ain't tried anything. So look, word to the advice. If he is one of those timid guys who don't want to offend you or anything, don't let this go on too long that you don't have sex with him, because you're going to fall into the rut if he's not going to want to have sex with you at all. And then it's going to be a situation at the end that he don't want you no more because y'all ain't had sex and y'all ain't took it. Now y'all in the friend zone. You don't want to be in the friend zone. Shit, that's your husband. Take his pants off. Tell him, man, you finna fuck me tonight. I'm like, that's your husband. You can do whatever the fuck you want to. Ain't nobody judging you. That's your husband. I'm like, so, but that's all I got in this. That's all I got from this episode. I hope this was something intriguing. I wanted to give some kind of review this week. Because I'm not doing any story times or anything for the next couple of weeks while the show is running. I'm like, so I wanted to get this one out for you guys this week. So I hope all you Married at First Sight watchers enjoy this review. Follow me on my social media, Keisha Maurice Robinson on Facebook and Sleepless and LVMV on Instagram. I'm not going to do much editing to this. I'm just going to put it together and put it out, okay? I'm not going to make it look pretty because I'm not going to hold it any longer. Enjoy the vlog. Enjoy the review. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. Bye.